out as the winners. Right about now, I want us to get into a conversation this afternoon, and it's all about the Cagliari Football Camp that will be taking place in Nairobi from the 4th to the 8th of August. And joining me in studio is Kezia Maniki, who's the co-founder Coplay, as well as Elizabeth Mbugwa, who's also a co-founder Coplay. We want to get into that conversation. They are having a football camp and they're bringing, coaches from Cagliari, and we want to know why they decided to get into this initiative, and of course, how important is it for young footballers in the country and what impact it's going to bring in the country. Welcome to the show, Kezia. Good to have you on Scoreline.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
Feeling good.
It's very cold outside.
I love the cold weather. Yeah.
Welcome to the show, Elizabeth. How are you?
Thank you. I'm good too.
Good to have you here.
Yes.
Yeah, let's talk about the Cagliari Football Camp that is taking place from the 4th to the 8th of August. First things first, what's Coplay, Kezia?
Coplay is an initiative. The Coplay project, we're an initiative on a mission to unlock Kenya's potential in sports. Mm-hmm. And so we are focusing on youth development, and we believe that sports can really transform and shape the lives of young athletes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, not just football, but general athletes.
Yeah, sports in general.
Yes.
Elizabeth, where did this idea of Coplay come from?
Coplay was built, it came from the belief in the sport, and mm-hmm. also one of our co-founders, he began playing the sport from when he was young. Mm-hmm. And he brought this idea to us and did a camp last year. And this year, we wanted to take it a step forward mm-hmm. and continue nurturing young talent. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Kezia, is this the maiden talent, the maiden camp that you're having in partnership with Cagliari?
Yes, this is the first camp that we are bringing to Kenya. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes, and why Cagliari?
So we have a relationship with them. One of our founders was part of a team that actually took young talent to the Cagliari camp, and the kids about 10 to 17, they played for a week on that side, and they saw that we had so much talent. And so we thought, why not take it a notch higher? Why don't you come and be able to experience more talent? Because of course, the travel of taking kids to that side, it limits the number of players that have opportunity to experience this type of coaching. So we partnered with them and we told them, hey, we're going to organize something on this side. Why don't you coaches come? And so we've been in communication with them, partnership, and they're excited. We're excited. Yeah, and this is just the start of something big. Yeah.
Elizabeth, what does this camp entail?
It entails having the youth be able to be empowered. We want them to believe in the sport. All these young players, young athletes who don't usually have a place to be able to show their talent. And especially in this day and time, I feel it's important for us to nurture young athletes in this sport. And therefore, we want them to come and be able to believe in themselves, empower themselves, learn new techniques, and this is a good platform for them to do so.
Yes, Kezia, Kenyans are normally skeptical, when you talk about bringing coaches from other countries. And, there's that aspect of believability. Yeah. People will be asking, these coaches are coming, yes, but after that, we get training. Yeah, what next? What after this training? What is it? What are we going to, what next after that?
Yeah.
Is it that the coaches are going to go? Are we going to get a chance to even join Cagliari? Those are some questions, parents and the kids even themselves will ask.
Yeah, that's very valid. In fact, we've experienced those questions from the parents who've signed up, and we want to say this is the first of many of bringing teams to come and coach students. One of the things that we're going to do in this camp is that we'll have a post-camp assessment. So each child gets a report from the coaches that gives them insight on how to perform better. We're not going to, this is just the first camp. We're going to have annual camps, and from each of the camps, the most outstanding player gets invited to go and train in the elite camp in Italy. So we hope that this is going to expand more opportunities for players with potential in Kenya. And so for sure, we thought about what happens next, and it's not just a camp.
It's not just a camp.
Yes.
Is this a long-term relationship that you are going to have with Cagliari?
Definitely, because we want to continue building more and more players over the years as we go by. It's definitely something we want to continue doing in the future for long.
Yes, while still speaking about that, what age group are you working with? You are having such a camp and somebody who's 25 and over may want to turn up.
Yeah, no, we are looking at under 18. So talent between 5 and 16 is the age gap that we're targeting for both boys and girls. Yes.
5 and 16.
5 and 16.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course, that is still, they are still in the development stage.
Exactly.
Very early on.
Yeah.
And Elizabeth, let me ask you this. How do you see this impacting Kenyan football?
I think this is very important for all the young athletes out there to be able to know that they can believe that they can go further than how that they see themselves, that we're told that they can reach, There's a way that people make it seem that, coming maybe from a from Kenya or an African country, that you're only limited to some extent. But this will make them see, I can go even further, I can be international, I can become this great player that I would like to be.
Can I add on that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so over and above that, this camp spotlights Kenya and the talent that we have in this country. I think it will open doors because now we are being seen on a national stage. It will be an opportunity to let also other clubs know and also other sports know that we have a lot of talent in Kenya and we can develop it. Yeah.
She said 5 to 16 years of age. Is it a boys only camp or?
No. Boys and girls.
Boys and girls.
Yes.
Yes. Why did you decide to incorporate both?
Because why leave out the other gender? I think we are far along in this generation to be living. Everybody can have the talent. Everybody can be good at the talent.
Yes.
Yeah. So
boys and girls, 5 to 16 years of age.
Yes.
And let me ask you, when you pitch this idea or you're talking about this camp to people out there, people will be looking at you and they're saying, you are very young. You're very young. Let me say entrepreneurs and guys that have gotten into the sport. How do you manage to keep up with it? Because there are people who've been in the game for a very long time trying to do what you're getting into, and for them it's not been easy. But you're coming into a field where many have tried, they failed, and you want to make a mark for yourself. What do you tell them, Kezia?
We tell them that the play field is huge. There's a lot of opportunity and potential. There's no limit to how many people can come into this space, and we're just coming to all age and just to bring in a different perspective to talent development and just elevate the whole industry overall. So we come in to add value to the sports industry.
Your thoughts on that, Elizabeth?
I think that's what exactly I wanted to say. There's space for everybody. It doesn't have to be, now that the ones who had been there for a long time are the only ones who can continue at this. Or you have to be a certain, demographic in a sense. But everybody is welcome to partake in whatever is their passion.
Everybody's welcome to partake in whatever is their passion. And what are you hoping that the kids will receive, Elizabeth?
I hope that, first of all, they get to enjoy and have fun on that day, and that they get to meet also other young athletes where they can be able to come together and see how they can work together, and also gaining their international expertise that they will be getting from the Cagliari team is very important, and also know that they will go above and beyond with their talent to become the best that they can be.
Yes. How has the response been from the people that you have approached, the parents that you want to bring their kids to this tournament? How has the response been from them?
It's been amazing. It's been more overwhelming, more than what we expected. We've had parents from as far as Kilifi sign up. They saw the flyer and they're like, where do I pay? Immediately, what do I need to do to get my children on board? So the response has been overwhelmingly positive.
still on that, I saw the info, and there are people that will look at it and say that, you know, I won't say how much the fee is. There are those who look at it and say, that's too high for a week-long camp.
Yeah, well, that's true. However, the value that we're bringing, UEFA licensed coaches to bring in talent and train these kids, there's no price tag that you can put on that. The value of that skill development, the focus and leadership skills that they're going to get at the camp, we really can't put a price tag on the value of the camp. And so we say that talent is everywhere, but opportunity is not. And so given that, then there's no price that's too high to achieve that.
No price is too high to achieve that. Yes. Now that, you know, Elizabeth said that, you know, you have both boys and girls, there's something I want to pick your mind on, Elizabeth. In Kenya, most people see girls football as developing rapidly. And people feel that if Kenya is qualified to the World Cup, the girls will be the first to do.
Yes.
Yes. And what are your thoughts on, you know, women's football in the country?
I believe they should definitely be given a chance. And this ideology that people have, that, or maybe the society has put in place, that maybe just because they're girls, they wouldn't be able to get there. But yes, they would definitely be the ones to take us further nationally.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, as we wrap up this conversation, Kezia, what are you looking forward from the 4th to the 8th of August?
We are looking forward to having fun with the 120 young athletes that are going to sign up. We are looking forward to seeing the talent get nurtured. We're looking forward to camaraderie with the team. Yeah.
Elizabeth, what are you looking forward to?
I'm looking to have a really good time with all the kids who'll be there and just see how their experiences are and what makes them bright up when they're playing the sport. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Elizabeth Mbugwa, who's the co-founder CoPlay, as well as Kezia Maniki, who's also the co-founder CoPlay, for getting time to come and talk to us about the Cagliari Football Camp that will be taking place from the 4th to the 8th of August here in Nairobi at the World Degla Club in Runda. We'll be waiting to see, you know, the coaches from Cagliari, what they have to impart on the young footballers who have signed up for that camp. Probably will follow it up and see what happens in that camp. Right about now, I want us to take a short break. When we come back, we'll be taking a look at what is happening in the Women's Africa Cup of Nations that begins tonight. We get to hear what Africa's best player, Barbara Banda, has to say about the tournament. That will be after the break.